Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see right away, I accidentally filmed this sideways, so I apologize. And I'm doing a voiceover just because I thought I would try it for this video, and I tend to have trouble filming tutorials or whatever when I'm talking at the same time, so I thought it would work a lot better if I just talked afterwards. So basically I had pre-cut a piece of white cardstock, a piece of slightly smaller red cardstock, and then a patterned glittery piece of paper, and then another smaller piece of red cardstock. I'm just adhering the large white piece to the largest red piece to get started. I'm just using a roller a roller glue little gun thing. I will have everything linked below that I used. I'll have a direct link to it. I can tell you everything I used is either from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. So now I am going to adhere the glittery patterned paper to the two pieces that I just adhered. And apparently I ended up getting it off center just enough to where it bothered me. I did try to remove it just right there, and it was already stuck. It was already pretty much glued down. And now I'm excuse me, now I'm watching this and it's not even that off center, so I don't know why I got that upset. But I decided to put a bow right on the end that I felt was larger. So it's just this thin baby pink colored ribbon. I think it's from Michaels. I don't remember. For some reason, it also takes me like a full 8 minutes to decide how I want to do it. Like, I sit there staring at it for legit 8 minutes. And I think I was just thinking about what I wanted to use to glue it down. And in the end, I didn't glue it. I ended up tying it around the card. That's priceless. So right here, I guess I decided I needed to include some super glue to adhere it to the back. Don't ask me why I decided to do that. I don't know. I for some reason, if you know me in the real world, you'll notice that I add unnecessary steps to everything. I don't know why. And then I added a drop of super glue right under where the bow is going to be, and it didn't even end up sticking, so that was a waste of time, you know. So now I'm tying the bow, and it's just your typical loop and pull the other side through kind of bow is what I ended up doing. It's also worth mentioning that, you know, I have made videos for almost 4 years, and you know, a lot of my videos have been really horrible. However, I've managed to never film a video vertical ever in my history of... I think I have some clips on a few videos where I accidentally had the phone vertical, but not an entire freaking video. You would think that I would have stopped recording at some point, you know, to check. Anyway, moving on. So now I've taken the smallest piece of red cardstock. I'm going to stamp this telephone image in silver so that it shows up on the red paper. And then I continue to struggle with my ink pad contraption for probably 10 minutes because the silver and the purple next to it would not come out at all. So I struggle for a good 10 minutes trying to get it out. I'm surprised I didn't make a huge mess doing that. But I managed not to. And in the end, I end up just working away around it, basically. I end up just pulling that purple out, setting it aside, just kind of stamping it while it's in there. I still continue to try, and I just end up kind of making do. I absolutely love this ink pad. It is the most opaque thing I've ever used in any form. And there was some hair on it, so I had to, there's hair on everything in my apartment. So it took me like 4 minutes to pick this cat hair off of the stamp with tweezers. I'm going to have to ink it again. But this ink is amazing. I think the ink pad was like $17.99, but I used a 40% off coupon, so I ended up getting it for $10. It was so worth it. It's amazing. And of course I got it just slightly crooked, but since it really took me a long time to cut those pieces of paper, so it was not crooked enough for me to be willing to try to cut another piece of red cardstock. So I decided to do it. You know, it didn't even occur to me that I could turn it over because the back wasn't gonna show. It never occurred to me to do it again on the back. But anyway. So now I thought that I was going to try to use a part of the stamp to stamp hello, but I just realized again that I wouldn't be able to isolate where the silver ink goes on the stamp with it stuck in the holder like that. So I decide not to stamp, and then I look at it like I'm still thinking about how I can use this, how I can make it work. I'm putting it away. I've decided to move on to other things. So I've decided, instead of stamping the word hello, I'm going to write the word hello with my white Jelly Roll marker. And it was crooked and going off to the side, so I decided to add dots to make it look like I did that on purpose. And that's what that looks like. Obviously, it's upside down because I was filming incorrectly. And I'm trying to dry it off before I start adhering it to the card. Now, the ink in this ink pad, it is pigment chalk paint. It's very, very thick and opaque, and it takes a long time to dry. So even after I finished filming this video and was putting everything away, I touched it and I smeared the paint. So be very careful. And right now, I've decided to use these three-dimensional sticker things. Instead of just gluing it right down to the card, I'm using these so it'll stand up a little bit and give it a little bit of a 3D look. And then I got one a little too close to the edge, and then I tried to pull it off and I kind of bent the card. So these are typical mistakes that Bridget would make, like stupid, weird little mistakes that just ruin the look of the whole thing. But so now I'm going to adhere it, and I end up getting this pretty straight considering how clumsy I am. And so that's it. That's the finished card. Alright guys, so that's it. This is our finished product. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was very outside of my comfort zone. It is supposed to be kind of a anti-Valentine's Day card in a way. I used the phone and included the word hello because me and Jose are apart, and the only way that we communicate is through phone calls. So it's the basis of our relationship right now. So it seemed really appropriate to, you know, include that on what I was making. So the hearts being upside down just kind of represents, you know, how I'm feeling. I gotta say that for my very first card and my very first paper craft, I'm pretty in love with it. So yeah, I really hope that y'all enjoyed. Look forward to many more Craft With Me videos, and I hope that I inspired some of you to, you know, try this for the first time as well. Everything that I used in this video will be direct linked in the description box below. It either came from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, so I will find links to every single item I used in my video. That way, if you're interested in anything, you can go find it. And thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye!